Number 14.
Creeper in my apartment. This isn't really a video where a character is created and the creator makes something directly creepy out of it. This is a video where something creepy is actually happening to someone in real time. The person in the video, named Joe Cummings, said that he had been finding food disappearing from his fridge. He suspected that it was his girlfriend trying to be funny, so Joe set up a camera to catch her in the act, but that's not what happened. Joe said that he thinks this girl got in through his window, but he lived on the top floor, so that would be really hard. This girl does things like stealing food out of his fridge, pissing in his sink, and even going to watch TV, I think. But I'm guessing if you were to secretly live in an apartment for about a year without getting caught, you would start to become less conscious of it. But regardless, this girl got caught, and Joe called the police. Many people believe this video is just a hoax and that the girl in the video is just his girlfriend playing, but Joe clearly states in the description that this video is 100% genuine and that he shit you not. Now, just watching this out of context can be somewhat creepy. I mean, the fact that the girl's a stalker and the ominous sounds, but the thing that truly makes this video creepy, however, is the very idea that you're not alone in your own house. When you sense another presence around you, even if you believe you're alone, someone might be there, and they might be watching you at this very moment. So, there's plenty of videos on the Paris catacombs, but I'm just gonna focus on this one. Mystery footage found in Paris catacombs. So, let's first get out of the way that Lisa Simpson is narrating this. Well, not really, but it just sounds weird and uncanny. Just like the video. So, there's these tunnels underneath Paris that stretch for hundreds of miles across the streets and beyond called, well, the catacombs, which is basically just a fancy word for underground cemetery. You see the cameraman running as quick as possible as if his life is in danger, then he drops the camera and shows no interest in picking it up, and this camera was soon found to do research, and the footage shows pictures of bones and rotting objects, and these catacombs are known for being haunted and filled with millions of human remains, and the Paris government has since shut down every entrance to the catacombs for obvious reasons. Or so we've been led to believe. What if there's still ways into the catacombs? What if there's a whole gallery of ancient art or a contemporary society down there? No one really knows, and there's still a lot of obscure information about the catacombs. And you just feel this sense of dread and concern, and it makes you feel like you're actually in the catacombs with the cameraman. And this cameraman was never seen or heard from again. And that's extremely dark when you think about the fact that the Paris government had sealed off every known exit. But one thing's for sure, if you're claustrophobic or nyctophobic, or if you even have both, then this is your worst nightmare.
Which means that he's very deep inside the catacombs. What happened to him? Nobody knows.
Number 12.
Shay? Are you still doing that hand thing? I heard you're doing the hand thing today. God, what is that?
Yes, at the lucky number 12 spot, we have a video that many people have mixed opinions about. Some people find this hand thing hilarious, and some people find it absolutely horrifying. For me, personally, I have no idea what to think. So when you first start watching this hand thing video, you'll notice a person with a latex mannequin mask asking her, it's hard to tell with the mannequin mask. I'm just gonna call them a her because of what it's presented as. So, asking her friend if she is doing this hand thing. Then you see a girl with wooden arms doing said hand thing while making weird noises in the process. This character not only has a very unique name, but the name is also a massive tongue twister just to say. Her name is Shay St. John. Yeah. Try saying that 5 times fast. She actually has a very dark backstory, though. Shay's backstory goes that she was once a supermodel who was rich and famous. She then got horribly injured in a car accident and tried reassembling herself with mannequin parts, thinking that they would help her. That would help make her beautiful again. Now she lives in this fantasy where she believes that she is still rich and famous. And just thinking about that story may change the way you think about this video. If you were laughing about it, you might actually feel depressed, like I did when I first heard the backstory.
What's even worse, though, is the channel itself. Handthing is popular, but it's mostly because of the fact that that one is slightly innocent. Well, not really, but the entire channel is full of weird videos, and we won't go into too much detail, at least until next year where we talk about creepy channels. Most of the videos consist of... and...
very own show. Welcome to the world of Jay St. John, everyone. Hi. Did you like to do this with my...
and let's not forget... Shay St. John herself is actually a character created by Eric Fournier, who sadly passed away back in February 2010. Shay St. John even had her own website dedicated to her, but it was taken down shortly after Fournier's death. While, yes, it was very poorly put together, it was probably filled with information that would have been essential to know the whole truth behind Shay.
The first time you watch Handthing, it makes absolutely no sense. But after some research, you slowly begin to realize that the video has a deeper meaning than what you think. Even after 10 years, Shay's channel still remains one of the most well-known horror channels on YouTube. While her channel may look kind of crappy now compared to the others, Shay St. John is the main online channel that pretty much started the bandwagon of creepy YouTube channels. The Handthing is no exception. Truly a weird and confusing video that can either make you laugh or feel terrified. Pick your poison.
Hood. You've been doing this for 24/7. So you've been doing the hand thing all day? Heard you were.
Eleven.
It's a fine day, people open windows, they leave their houses.
Japanese Kleenex commercial. Once again, another infamous video on YouTube that retained its fame way back in the day. This is a commercial for the popular tissue brand Kleenex that features a little child that appears to be painted a dark orange, sprouting green hair, and a horn, and a woman who is making these weird gestures towards the child before tossing a Kleenex into the air. The commercial started airing back in 1986, and it immediately received negative feedback. People claimed that it was creepy and the song made them feel uncomfortable. Some have even gone as far as to say that the commercial is cursed and that the song is some type of Russian ritual, or that the song changes depending on what time of day it is. People have recorded themselves watching this commercial at midnight, and some of the results are pretty weird. People also say that the actors are all dead and long gone and have never been heard from since this commercial. People also say that bad things will happen after you watch this video and that you will die. Have you noticed that I've been saying the words "people also say" or "some have said" a lot? Well, that's because all of these are rumors. No one died, this commercial isn't cursed, this song isn't some demonic ritual, this is just an ordinary Kleenex commercial from Japan. I mean, sure, it's weird and disturbing, but it's just a Kleenex commercial. The woman featured in this commercial is actually named Kiko Matsuzaka, and she is still alive to this day. And the song is actually just an old song called "It's a Fine Day" by Jane. But even still, just the slow melody of the song "It's a Fine Day" alone can give you the chills. Even without the Kleenex commercial, just listen.
And they look at the grass, they look at the sky.
This commercial is creepier than it needs to be, and I don't get the intentions of these creators. No one really does, and I think people were just creating stories to try and explain it. But who knows, maybe humanity is just insane.
It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow.
クリネックスティッシュです。
I feel fantastic. Yet another famous video on YouTube that has sparked the imaginations of many. So, this video features a female android named Tara, who sings the words, "I feel fantastic." She sings it in a way where it's gentle, but still unnerving. And the body language Tara shows alone, her hands, her staring into the camera, and the way she moves her mouth is enough to make you feel slightly uneasy. At the 1-minute 47-second mark, we just see this random zoom-in of a backyard that seemingly serves no meaning. Actually, Tara was created by a serial killer who dressed Tara up in his victim's clothing, and the zoom-in of the backyard is actually where the bodies are buried to rot for eternity. You can even hear Tara say, as if she's trying to warn the next victim. Or worse, is one of the victims speaking through Tara. And "I feel fantastic" is what this serial killer expects the victim to say as he is killing them. No one knows who this serial killer was, and we can't really find any evidence anywhere. And do you want to know why? Because it turns out this whole story is fake. Don't worry, the serial killer isn't real, Tara is not possessed by a demon, at least I hope. And that just raises further questions to what the backyard shot is supposed to mean. Tara was actually created by a man named John Bergeron, who wanted to do nothing more than create a singing android, but Tara didn't pick up fame in the way Bergeron hoped, as it came off as completely terrifying and creepy, and he still refuses to discuss it to this day. Which may also explain why the uploader hasn't uploaded anything since. A girl tried having a conversation with Bergeron over the phone about Tara. Bergeron kept saying that he had other things to do and that he didn't want to talk, which just shows how much of a toll this singing android's infamy had taken on him. I Feel Fantastic is a truly terrifying video, especially since people were so traumatized by Tara that her own creator refuses to speak of it. This is one of those videos that, even after you leave the video, you still hear Tara's disturbing singing in your mind, and it cannot escape. Truly a disturbing video, and definitely worth a spot on pretty much every creepy YouTube videos list. You all knew this was gonna be on the list somewhere, so let's just come right on out with it. Obey the walrus. So this video starts off with the Star Fox character Andros singing Itsy Bitsy Spider in Japanese. Then the video shows these weird flashy images with the song being sped up. And then this happens. People have said that this video is actually the work of a Mexican cult called La Morsa, translating to the walrus in English, but that theory is not true. The transgender person in this video is actually named Johnny Bema, and these clips are taken from a documentary about Bema's life called The Goddess Bunny. They say that Bema had suffered a lot of sexual abuse as a child and wanted to further his career in the future as a drag queen. Johnny Bema then changed his name to Sandy Crisp and did just that, and he did pretty well. During this video, you can see that he walks in a weird twisted manner like he has no idea how to walk, but Crisp actually suffers from a leg disease called polio. kinda sad when you think about it, and it kinda makes you feel bad for laughing at this video the first time you saw it. But back to the point. Who's the creator of this video? Where does it come from? And why is it creepy? Honestly, no one knows who the original creator was or their intentions. Many people say that bad things happen after watching this video, but that just depends. The thing that makes this video creepy, however, is not the supposed subliminal messages, the fake cult or demonic possession. It's the very way that your brain has trouble processing what is going on. The person dancing, the sloshy colors, and the drowned-out anime-sounding music, all of this makes your brain feel uncomfortable, and it gives you this irrational sense of fear and anxiety. You would probably feel bad for laughing at this video after knowing what had happened in this person's life, but even still, Obey the Walrus remains one of the most weird, mysterious, and most unsettling things you'll find on YouTube.
But we have to move on. There's still 8 more to come.
Heads up, we're kinda cheating with this list because we could not decide what videos of these two channels to put on, and that and these channels are really disturbing, so it's kind of a 2-in-1, but anyway, let's get back into it.
10A51CDO is a channel that is infamous for having creepy videos that contain strange and often disturbing imagery, as well as distorted screams in the background of almost every video, as well as him/her stalking people. And of course, if you're well known on YouTube, people will try to imitate you. Meet the fake version of 01A51CDO, a person who has hopped on the disturbing videos bandwagon. Only his videos are a lot darker. Some videos are from the original, while others are this.
So, 01A5, screw it, I'm just gonna call him 01ASICDO. So the original channel was first created on November 11th, 2011. Pretty weird and specific date, don't you think? 01ASICDO uploads videos consisting of short clips of the Bud Dwyer suicide, bunny and or gorilla masks, and like Acid said, distorted screams and grating sound effects in the background of every video. At first, when you see 01ASICDO's video titles, they may look like some type of foreign language. Actually, his titles are written upside down. Here's a few examples. It's not over. Waiting patiently. You did well. And the wait is over. 01ASICDO's channel has been inactive ever since December 26, 2011, which means that there probably won't be any more 01ASICDO videos. Or so we thought.
Remember the fake channel? The one I was talking about earlier? While yes, there is a lot of them, this fake one takes the cake by having the most disturbing imagery I have seen in a very, very long time. This channel is super weird, in a bad way. One video shows growths and deformities on other people and babies, while the other looks like what you would see after taking one too many LSDs. And while yes, I do hate clones of other YouTube channels, this one is one of the few that I can genuinely feel scared of. One that can top the original's creepiness, and one I would never watch alone at night.
It was kinda hard for us to choose which of these channels to put, but we just could not decide. One could be more cryptic than the other one, while another could top itself with disturbing imagery.